Hello and welcome to the British Dapper, and today we're looking at wearing a sweater special. So it's known under various names. Most people can relate to a sweater. If you're in the States, in the UK we tend to call them jumpers. They're also known as jerseys, guernseys. There are various names, but I think we can all relate to the fact that they're normally made of wool or something that resembles wool. So today we're going to have a brief discussion and talk about introducing something like a jumper or a sweater into your everyday wardrobe. Now when it comes to jumpers, sweaters if you like, then we are talking about a staple part of your wardrobe. They are fantastic for adding in texture, colour to your wardrobe, as well as added warmth as well, especially in the winter months, which is what brought me on to discussing jumpers. It's particularly cold at the moment in the UK, and I thought it's a good way of introducing some warmth. So when it comes to jumpers, they're obviously made of different materials. In this case we're talking about 100% wool, but they do come in different forms of wool: lamb's wool, cashmere, they come in alpaca, they come in for example mohair, different man-made fibres, cotton as well as linen. They also come in other forms as well, so it's not uncommon to see acrylic being used now and polyesters as a form of replacement wool. They are very effective in keeping you warm, but they're not very good for regulating temperature. So when it gets warm, then maybe you want to change to something like a cotton mix or a linen mix, rather than sticking with a heavy wool or an heavy acrylic jumper. So when it comes to jumpers then, whilst they add texture and they add a pop of colour, there is something else to consider, and that is the style of the jumper. In this video we're going to talk about several different versions. So first of all we're talking about the V-neck jumper, then crew neck jumper, we're looking at polo neck jumpers as another version, as well as sleeveless is another thing that is a sort of a hybrid, if you like, of a V-neck or a crew neck. So there are different variations of jumpers and obviously thicknesses as well. So you can have a heavy Aran knit, or in this case a cable knit design. Then it could be very, very thin to the extent that it's cotton, very small, very compact wool, small ply, 2-ply for example, and that's allowed you to wear it in warmer weather just to take the chill off the end of the evening. Then it's ideal for that sort of circumstance. So this is a V-neck, very common, but something else. The thing about a V-neck is that it allows you to wear a tie. So I wear V-necks quite often, especially if I'm wearing a tie. It accentuates the tie. Wear it with a shirt collar. Equally, if you really wanted to, you could wear it without the tie and it wouldn't be a major concern. Remember, it is an informal thing, wearing a jumper. So the other thing that you could do though is you could wear it in different forms as well, different colours, quite effectively as well. But another thing to think about is a crew neck. So a crew neck comes in various colours and designs. I quite often use this one here. It's a nice way of adding a bit of colour and a bit of pattern to an outfit. So let's look at that in more detail. So here we have a crew neck, or if you like, a round neck. Ideal for if you're not wearing anything like a tie. Great for that casual look. I suggest if you're going to buy a jumper like this, try and get it so that the sleeve length is just right for you. Try not to get it where it's too bunched in the arms, and obviously the length, you want it to cover over where your belt would be. Okay, try not to get it too long, and I think you can't go far wrong. This is a blue coloured one, adds a bit pop of colour to an outfit, and this is a lamb's wool one, so it is quite warm, but it's not itchy. And ironically, when you buy jumpers, when they're made of really good quality wools, they tend not to be itchy or scratchy. So that's something to consider when you're buying it. If it is itchy, then obviously that dictates maybe wearing a shirt or something underneath it. In this case, we don't have that issue, and I think it's quite a relaxed look, but it's a great way of introducing a bit of colour and obviously warmth to go with your outfit, especially in the winter months. So we could obviously wear a tie with this, and it's not quite the right look. That's why I tend to use V-necks when I'm wearing a tie. In this case, a round neck, I don't always wear a tie with it, but here's an alternative to wearing a round neck. Let me know what you think. So here we have a crew neck jumper with a tie. Gives it a slightly different vibe, a little bit preppy maybe, depending on what else you wear with this. But it's not a bad informal look, and the jumper does give an injection of colour, picking up some of the colours in the tie just to lift it a little bit, contrasting with the mustard colour and the navy chinos. So the outfit is quite straightforward. White shirt, a blue and mustard coloured tie, mustard coloured jumper, and some chinos and some chocolate brown, dark brown brogue shoes. So something else to consider is where you want to add a little bit of warmth, and so by wearing maybe a sleeveless one, we can add a little bit of warmth, but it's a different look, more relaxed, more not necessarily a winter dress, but something to add a little bit of warmth in the cooler summer evenings or springtime. Great underneath something else like a jacket or something along those lines. Doesn't allow you to overheat too much either. They're very easy to get hold of, not very expensive either. I would suggest though, when you're going for that, think about the colour and how it would complement things, because you could wear that if you haven't got a three-piece suit, and you're going to wear something a little bit more casually. You could wear a two-piece suit and maybe that underneath it, just to give you a little bit of warmth, but also to give you a little bit more character to the suit. but remember, it is an informal look, so don't be too try to be too polished with that look. Something else to consider is when we look at, for example, the cardigan, the trusted cardigan. Now this one here is an Aran design, cable knit, thick chunky cardigan, great with a pair of cords, really good this time of the year, and it is an informal look, but you can wear a tie with it and it still lifts it quite well, and is quite a good look, I think. So then we move on to, for example, the use of a polo neck shirt. Some know them as turtlenecks. But essentially what they are is, I consider them a roll neck. They're great for a middle layer. So if you're feeling cold, you could wear one of these under a jacket. For example, you could wear them with a suit even, to keep warm, and also to break that formality of wearing a suit. You could also wear it under a coat or something like that, and not a problem at all. Have a think about this outfit and let me know what you think. So here we've got a roll neck jumper. Not a bad look. It's a little bit unusual. I don't normally wear this sort of thing, but casually I think it's quite good. It is light, uplifting, and it is a fun outfit. It's not designed to be fashionable, not really designed to be high-end either. It's a very relaxed, casual outfit, but with the right accessories, it's still, I think, quite a cool look even now. So as you can see there, the trousers are a little bit unusual. They're actually very thick wool trousers, and they go well with heavy brown chocolate coloured brogues, and the obviously the complementing caramel colours or coffee colours in the roll neck picks up in that, and doesn't make it a bad look. I know I'm not the world's best model, but conceptually in the colours quite good, and they're not that expensive really. You can pick these sort of things up for, you know, small amounts of money. The shoes were on eBay, they're about £7 or £8 I think, and they were, when I checked how much they were new, because they are handmade Italian shoes, they retailed at around about £300, and this was a lovely present for my wife, and I won't disclose how much that was, but it wasn't that expensive. But it is a lovely jumper to wear. The trousers, believe it or not, they were on sale, and I picked them up for £12. So yeah, not expensive, but a great outfit to wear and a fun outfit to wear. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. So when it comes to the channel, if you liked us and you'd like to subscribe, then please feel free to do so. If you liked the video, then give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to get notifications for future videos, then hit the bell. We love constructive comments, so if you'd like to make a comment, then jot it down below and we'll get back to you as quickly as we can. As always, we welcome your opinions. If you've got a particular jumper that you favour, then just jot us a line and explain why you like it, or give us some insight into why you prefer a certain style. Maybe it's because you've always had that style, maybe you haven't tried different types, or maybe you've had failures in the past of trying a different look. We'd love to hear from you. So until next time, take care.